Hi, water signs. My name is Michelle Kelly. Welcome to This Is Your Sign. This is your February 2022 career and finance reading for all the water signs. And happy birthday, Pisces. So, this is for Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. Welcome. If you've already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed yet, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. I put out videos every Saturday. If there are 5 Saturdays in the month, water signs, I take the 4th Saturday off, which is not this month. So let's get into your career and finance reading for all the water signs out there. The first card is No Place Like Home, and it's upside down. The next card is Poised, and the last card is Yin, which is Divine Feminine. So what this reading is telling me about all the water signs is, something happened to really shake up your career and your finances, knocked you off of your square. No place like home, like Dorothy, something happened to make you shift. And maybe you knew that your career and your life's purpose was shifting, but something happened to you that threw you into where you're going. And Poised is all about I all I can see is and I can hear the song Gloria Estefan coming out of the dark, coming into the light. Listen to that song. It is so beautiful. But I feel like that's what's happening for all of you water signs right now is you are coming out of the dark. You are shining your light. People see you. You glow. You glow. And people want to be near you. They want to be around you. You are stepping into your power. You're stepping into your I want to talk to you guys about a vocation. I never even heard that word until a couple years ago, but my girlfriend told me about it. She's like, when you start off your life, you have jobs, and then you go into your career. And after you step out of your career, retirement, something happens to take you out of it, then what happens next is you go into your vocation. And what your vocation is your soul's purpose. It is your job from the divine. It is why you're here. And you guys are going into your vocation. So usually when you go into your vocation, and I know because I'm going into mine and I haven't arrived yet. When do you arrive? But not a smooth transition. It is not like you don't slide into it. Usually it is like being shot out of a cannon and you land like bruised and beaten up, and it is not, for most people, my experience has been you don't just go from one to the other and it's rainbows and butterflies. I wish that were the case, but it's not. So it doesn't mean, if that's what's going on for you right now, that you're in the wrong spot. You're in the right spot. You're starting to step into your power. You feel it. And when you feel it and you can show it, other people see it too. So I'm going to read a little bit deeper, but this is all about you guys are doing all the things that feed your soul right now. So you're on the right path, you're doing the right thing, but this is like trying not to control it. You don't have to control the outcome. Very hard to do, and maybe you think it's supposed to go a certain way. Me too. However, I can tell you this right now. If you keep putting yourself out there to be seen and to be heard, I know this is happening for you water signs right now. You're ready to be seen and heard. And maybe before you were only seen or you were only heard, but the two didn't come together. Like you're ready for both. Your words match your actions. You're not afraid of people questioning you. You're not afraid of haters. You're not afraid of people pointing the finger at you or telling you you're doing it wrong. you are okay in your own skin. So and I think you guys either have YouTube channels, you are contributing to the world. And as you do this, however you're able to do this, your people are gonna find you. And your outcome is gonna be so much better than you think it's gonna be. You don't have to do more. Keep being you. Keep being yourself. You are the gift. Come out of the darkness and allow everyone to see your light because it is shining. So you guys are going into your vocation. If you are not sure what your vocation is right now, I suggest you write this down. Actually, what came to me too is journaling and writing. So you guys, a lot of times what happens is you find out first what you don't want to do and what you don't like. So a lot of times you don't know that you hate working at night until you work at night. You don't know that you hate working on weekends until you work weekends. You don't find out that you love working on holidays until you work on holidays. Like, these are all how we find out about ourselves. And usually it is through the process of elimination and what is not and what you're not willing to do. So even if you don't know where to start, you don't know where to begin, you can start with a list of what you don't want and what you're not willing to do. I'm not working with people on hospice. I'm not, there's certain things that I can't work around blood. I can't stand blood. I can't be around people who are physically hurt. Like, what you don't want. So a lot of times what you can find out, and because you guys are psychic, you can read in between the lines. And sometimes what's really hard for you, it is for all of us, is we're so good at reading other people, but we can't read ourselves. So this is where you need the other people, the outside people, to come in and say, I notice you love this. I notice you're so good at this. Maybe you would want to do this. And you might know right off the bat, hell no, I am not doing that. However, sometimes people could give you ideas that make you start looking at it a different way. And I think that's what's happening. So I just want to let you guys know, this is the major, major question. If you can answer this, what did you want or need that didn't or doesn't exist? What did you want or need that didn't or doesn't exist? Or maybe it does exist and it doesn't exist in the way that you would do it. So what did you want or need that wasn't available or didn't exist or doesn't exist? That is your job to create it. So this question you might not be able to answer right now. That is okay. If you can answer it right now, great. Another thing is, it could take you a week. It could take you a month. It could take you months. It could take you years. It doesn't mean because you can't answer it right now that you're not meant to do your vacation. These are just questions to help you start putting this vocation puzzle together. So I'm going to read some more of the career, the Archangel Gabriel cards, and these are life purpose cards. So this will give you a better direction and clarity, but I think writing for you guys is very, very important. Making a book, oh my God, guess what just came out? Agent or manager. Your work expands as you partner with a professional who can help you. Your work expands its reach as you partner with a professional who can help you. So you guys are going to be meeting or getting an agent or manager. What this last part of the reading was letting me know, you don't have to force it. They are gonna come to you. You don't have to go out on this hardcore mission to find this person. They're gonna find you. It says nurture yourself. Investing time in your self-care will yield more energy for you later. So you guys, self-care is huge. Keeping yourself well is your job right now. So if you guys are in a 12-step program, if you are in recovery, you have to take care of yourself first. So if you go to therapy, if you need the doctors, if you take exercise class, whatever you love, you need to keep doing that and not miss it for somebody else. Like, this is what I used to do. And I'm going to tell you, I'm a water sign. Part of one things I always was looking for was confirmation and validation that I was okay. It was never enough. No matter how much no matter how much people confirmed that for me or validated it for me, it was never enough until I went in and healed that wound. So I no longer am looking for the rest of the world to validate me or confirm me. Do I still need this? Absolutely. I don't need it in the way that I used to because I healed that part of me. I also learned not to go to people who cannot support me for support. So I had to stop going to people who couldn't support me for support. What does that mean? That means if I went to a doctor and I said, these are my symptoms, and he's like, oh yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with you. Keep going. And I'm like, God, no, there's something wrong with me. And I go back to him and I keep trying to explain it to him. And I know he just can't understand what I'm saying. What I have learned is not there's something wrong with me. I learned to listen to myself and that I need to go get another doctor. Not Michelle's so picky or there's nothing wrong with you. He couldn't hear me and it meant I needed to go to somebody else. So that was a person who couldn't support me. Even if I had to go to 10 doctors and risk I look crazy because 10 people couldn't help me. It's okay that I look crazy now. I'm now okay with that. I will go to as many as I need to. So that was somebody who couldn't support me. Another thing is part of this nurturing yourself. Just say, I have things that I love to do. I love to country line dance. I do it during the day. I go to yoga. I also go to meetings. I do a lot of things to keep myself well. The whole put your oxygen mask on first and then you can help others. So yes, you need to put your oxygen mask on first, but you need to be hooked up to the oxygen tank. Part of me being hooked up to the oxygen tank is going to my meetings, going to my classes, doing all the things that I need to do in order to feel well and be okay. Before, if you needed my help, and I'm here to help other people, and I know that, but if you called me and said, Michelle, can you take me to the doctor's at 11 and I have country line dancing at 11, I would be like, I really want to take you, but I have to miss my line dancing. But I would agree to it anyway. And I would take you to the doctors because you need to go to the doctors. I don't need to dance. Bullshit. I need to dance. So what I've learned to do is to say, I can help you before 10:30 and I'll be available after 1 o'clock. So not to miss my own things. So not to miss your self-care in order to help others. And do I need to be validated? Absolutely. But not from people who can't do it. And I don't need it constantly because I found a way to do that for myself. But it is a daily practice. You don't just figure it out and it ends and it stops and that's it. My normal go-to is to want to please everybody else and risk hurting and hurting myself. So I have to practice and get fueled every day. Michelle, it's okay not to take Betty to the doctors and go to your line dance class. Betty can find somebody else to take her. End of story. Let go. Walk away from this situation in order to resolve it. So you guys, if there is a situation going on or somebody or people are asking you to miss your self-care in order to help them, they are people who are depleting you and not fueling you, and it is okay to let them go or to let that situation go in order for you to be well. And it says strength. Everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and creative, strong and courageous. You guys are creative as shit, by the way. Everything you have experienced in your life has made you strong and creative. It's coming out. You guys, your courage to keep going on, to speaking your truth, to show up for yourself, to let people know what you've been through, that is your strength. That is your gift. And through creative expression is how you do it. Your soul longs to express itself creatively. So you guys, the way you express yourself is your gift. This angel, which you guys are angels and you have wings and you're starting to know it and you're starting to show it and you're starting to be okay with that. So that is your gift, and how you express all of this is your gift to the world. So keep on going, water signs. You guys are doing amazing. Now I'm going to read the Angel of Abundance card because, you know, I think the validation and the confirmation, you guys, we all need it. Oprah needs to be validated. Adele needs to be validated. All of the people in the public eye, if you think they are above you, it is not true. We are all equal. We are all equal. Putting people on pedestals, they will always fall off. Everybody is just like you. We all have different gifts. Just because somebody is in the public eye or has a job that is in the public eye, it doesn't mean they're better than. It just means they were ready to be seen. But most of them, even though they were ready to be seen, most of them love being seen and then they hide. So they are learning their way backwards from yours. So I think you guys learned through speaking first and now you're ready to be seen. And I think some people were seen first before they were ready to be heard. And I think this is the time that we're coming together so we can put our gifts together and express them creative. We are all creative. That really is when your heart and your soul sings. So it says positivity, faith, and optimism. When you open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy, don't allow the negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you're on. Keep the faith and keep going. You guys, the negative energy or temporary setbacks, whenever this comes in, the only thing it is here to teach you is to show you things about yourself that you haven't healed yet. However, if you are around negative energy all the time, it is very hard to keep yourself well, to keep yourself uplifted. I'm going to show you or tell you an example. I had a relationship with somebody that I was, oh my God, I was so madly, deeply in love with. This person, oh my God, like had my heart and my soul. Our timing was off. But this person had road rage. I didn't have road rage. Every time we were in the car together, he would yell at people driving and I would yell at him yelling at people driving. So he would be like, "You're an asshole." And I'd be like, "You're an asshole for calling them an asshole." And when we broke up, I had road rage. I never took his road rage away. I ended up with road rage. So when there is negativity and positivity, a lot of times the negative energy will take the positive energy from you before you will bring the negative energy to the positive side. Unfortunately, the negative is stronger than the positive. As you heal, as you get better, your second positive energy will be the divine. So you'll be stronger than the negative energy. However, being around that energy over and over again, if you are not doing the self-care, it depletes you. So another visual is, imagine somebody laying on the floor. Say negativity is laying on the floor and you're positive and you're in the chair. So positive tries to pull negative from the chair, and it is hard to pull somebody off of the ground up to your level. But guess what? It's so easy for Mr. Negative to pull you down onto the ground. It's easier to get you out of the chair than to bring the person on the floor up to the chair. So it's saying being around that negative energy all the time it affects you. And of course it does. How could it not? So it says employment change. So your employment is changing. And this girl, she is hugging her horse. And I keep thinking of that song, Wild Horses Couldn't Drag Me Away. So I don't know if you guys had a horse, have horses, or drawn to horses, but horses are all about freedom and being yourself and being, oh my God, maybe you need to go horseback riding, but it says your career path is leading you to a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome in the new. You are being supported each step of the way. So the divine, your angels, your ancestors, whoever who has passed on, spirit, your higher power, source, whoever you believe in, is here supporting you through this change. So it says, organize for success. Don't let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure your clarity of purpose. Organize your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan for your next action steps. You guys, organizing your steps, it sounds like intimidate you. Maybe you feel like you're all over the place, you know where everything is, but not having your stuff in order definitely helps. So this is saying maybe you're a little bit overwhelmed right now. You don't know where to begin, or you don't know how to hone it in. So there is a great book that I listened to on audio that was amazing, and it's called From Clutter to Clarity. And I listened to it on hayhouse.com. So if you guys are into this reading, hayhouse.com is HAYHOUSE, is a great resource for all spiritual stuff. They have the cards, they have intuitive people. It's Louise Hay, it's Wayne Dyer, it's Carolyn Miss. It's a lot of people that you're going to be drawn to. But she talks about a lot of times when you're overwhelmed, you take a pause and it's hard to get started or know where to begin. It's all about taking bite-sized pieces. So if you guys can start getting your stuff organized and together, that would definitely help. But it says focus on your priorities. Where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. Your priorities are calling you, which may produce a feeling of anxiety unless you give them time and attention they deserve, and you deserve. Even a small amount of time devoted to your priorities will help you feel better and more confident. even a small amount of time you devote to your priorities will help you feel better and more confident. So you guys, this is all about getting affirmation and confirmation. You're on the right road. Keep putting yourself out there. Keep allowing yourself to be seen and heard. Your people will find you. You're on the right road. And the feeling a little bit overwhelmed, okay, deep breath, breathe, maybe start meditating again, getting in touch with nature. The self-care is really important for you guys right now. Do not skip that. This is your sign signing off for all the water signs. Happy birthday, Pisces.